Hello, I am Ross Burland, editor and analyst for FX Street, and I just wanted to touch on something briefly which I think will be coming to the fore, something that perhaps has not been paid enough attention to, in fact. Um, Ironically, it's happening on the same day that the Federal Reserve will be announcing their interest rate decision, um, and perhaps it's been something that's been sort of shelved whereby markets have been concentrated more on what the outcome of the FMC will be, whether it will be a hawkish or a dovish hike. Nevertheless, it's something of potentially far greater magnitude in respect to US markets. The, the US is in a scenario where over 30 years of reckless behavior, really, on the government's part, the borrowings have mounted up to a point to the tune of something like $20 trillion, with 10 trillion more dollars in the pipeline budgeted in over the next 10 years. But tomorrow or tonight in Asia, at the same time as the FOMC announcements, the window of which Obama and Banner agreed upon in the last US elections, just before those, in 2015 in October, the ceiling or the window, if you like, that they agreed upon comes to an end tomorrow, tonight, by law. And as I said, to the tune of 20 trillion, nominal, that is. There's probably an awful lot more out there than the 20 trillion, which is the nominal debt. Now, this is very worrisome in respect of a stock market that's been revved up with the idea that Trump will be making America great again with all of his plans for fiscal spending. He has plans for increasing the defense spending, border controls, immigration policies there, a complete repeal of Obamacare, sweeping tax breaks across corporations and individuals. Now, he's only going to be able to do this if he's able to create a coalition, if you like, between the far right Republicans and the far left Democrats that will agree or negotiate and agree upon this spending. However, in order to do that, surely the ceiling has to be lifted. Now, in my mind, yes, you're going to have a scenario where the debt ceiling will be lifted, but that will not come without some kind of covenants that the Democrats surely are going to put over Trump's spending plans on such policies as border control and immigration, especially coming from the far left. So some of these tax breaks. So in respect of, for corporations, in respect of all of this, how do we think the stock market's going to react? Surely there's going to be a correction. Now, this is an environment where interest rates are going up. Now, that's never good for stock markets as a whole. You've got the bond market there, which is in direct competition with the stock market. So as you're getting a better yield on bonds, then investors might be more inclined to start putting their money back into bonds. And indeed, offshore markets. This is a good environment for gold because you've got the cost of living continues to rise. Although nominal rates are increasing, with inflation there, you've actually got real rates that are decreasing because the Fed are behind the curve. That then equates to a not so good environment for the US dollar, which is better for emerging markets. So there you can start to see sort of this puzzle being put together there. And why it wouldn't be out of the question to see a very large correction in US stock markets, because when US stock markets do correct, and historically when they do, they tend to come down a lot faster before they find some kind of equilibrium and balance out than you'll see in this drifting bullish trend that we've been in, sort of revved up by the ideas of fiscal spending and never-ending pools of money flooding to the US market. But that could well come to a head, and that was just something that I wanted to put out there, something that I feel that we're all going to start needing to pay more attention to, and something that I, in fact, think markets will do once we have some kind of sort of crystallization from the outcome of the Fed in respect to forward guidance. So keep an eye on that. Let us know what you think with the comments below. And let's see what comes of the Federal Reserve tonight for Asia and for the 15th of March for the Northern Hemisphere. So good luck out there. Thank you.